We are under the lights here on a Friday night at AT&T Park in San Francisco. Tonight, Game 2 of this 4-game weekend set between the Colorado Rockies and the San Francisco Giants. Who's going to win the battle between these two? We'll see next. Johnny Cueto is on the mound for the Giants in this one. EK, what do you got?
Yeah, guys, in his last start, he won his 9th game of the season, so he's going for double digits here in this one.
DJ LeMahieu strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Second baseman, number 9.
Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike 1. EK, you look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They enter this one off a loss after winning 5 of 7 prior to that.
Yeah, and the pitching really let them down last time. Too often their guys were falling behind and having to throw fastballs on 2-0 or 3-1. That'll catch up with you after a while.
And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine effort nonetheless. Charlie Blackmon will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Well, this is a guy who is in the conversation for that batting title, but he's hitting under 300 over his last 10 games.
He pulls this one into right, and that'll get down for a base hit. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third. Well, he thought about going for third, and now that runner's in no man's land out there. And he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him. Carlos Gonzalez will get his first opportunity here, currently leading the league in 2 of the 3 Triple Crown categories.
Boy, just an amazing season he's had so far, and he's in the top 5 in average. Maybe he can get enough hits to push himself into that #1 spot.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. To second for 1, and a bit of a high throw that time, but not much problem over there at first, as that will end the inning. 4 to 6 to 3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Tyler Matzik is on the mound for Game 2. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, you can see there, he's been very dependable all year long. He's making his 30th start here in this one.
Joe Panik comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Second baseman, Joe Panik.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. EK, as we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, and you look back to that last game, you'll take production like that anytime you can get it. It makes a starter's life easier. Heck, it makes your whole staff breathe easier.
On the ground to the left side. And a good throw gets him 1 gone. And with that, a look at Bruce Bochy's lineup card for the Giants. Eric Karros, who you focused on?
Well, Matty, when Buster Posey is in the lineup, he's a guy you have to keep your eye on. He always seems to come through in the clutch. Doesn't let the pressure of a big situation get to him, whether it's the first inning with nobody out or the 9th inning with 2 outs. His approach doesn't change, and that's a big reason why he delivers so often.
Matzik steps into his wind. Here's the first pitch. Hunter Pence comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Matt, Darryl, he can have that moving strike zone at times. He calls a pretty good game overall, but I know people aren't always sure what he likes.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Yeah, he hit a good pitch there. This thing's toward the outside part of the plate, but he stays with it all the way. Uses the big part of the field and gets himself a base hit.
Buster Posey takes his first shot here with a runner at first now and one away. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one.
And that's a pitch you have to lay off right there. That tight slider busting down and out of the zone, all that can do is tie you up.
And that's in there for his strike 1-1. Runner at first here, one man out. On the move is Pence. A little bouncer. That's foul, so the runner will have to head back. Here he comes on a ball and two strikes. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. With a moment now, let's bring in a look at how the Rockies will line up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, we have an opportunity to watch Nolan Arenado in this one. He's really come a long way since first breaking into the league. Remember, in 2015, he won the Gold Glove Award at third base. He also put together a stellar offensive year. Really one of the best all-around players in all of baseball.
Brandon Belt is in with two away as he takes a ball 1-0. 2-0.
And on 2-0, this is where he's the most dangerous up there. I know it's a fastball count, but I would maybe think about something else.
Here's the 2-0. Slider taken for a called strike. 2-1. He's running towards second. Pitch is a called strike. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Giants come up empty in the first. We'll go to the second from San Francisco. No score on the show. Nolan Arenado will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come.
Third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
And he'll take strike one on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Here's ball one now to the Rockies' third baseman. It's 1-1.
Well, that two-seam fastball ran a little too much off the plate, but now that sets him up to work with something away and maybe even an off-speed pitch.
Now a ball crushed high in the air, deep to left, way back there, and that one is long gone. Nolan Arenado touches them all. 32 now for the season, and the Rockies are out to a 1-0 lead.
And about the only silver lining to this one from a defensive standpoint is the fact that it came with the bases empty leading off an inning. So you can survive it when this guy's hitting just solo shots. It's when he's doing his damage with 2 or 3 guys on base that things can really get out of hand in a hurry.
Ben Paulson will stand in, and he's having a great season so far, currently 5th in the National League in home runs.
And he's also in the top 10 in batting average and RBIs, so Not just hitting those home runs. He's having a great year overall at the plate.
Cueto sets his sights. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike one. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Hit out towards second. Fielded by Panic. On to first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. And with that, let's take a look at the defense for the San Francisco Giants. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most entertaining players to watch in the outfield we'll have an opportunity to see in this one. Hunter Hence. He doesn't always look smooth, kind of gangly, sometimes even awkward, but he gets the job done and comes up with some fantastic plays.
Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch is a cutter looked at 0-1.
Whether you like it or not, now that you've seen what the strike zone's going to be like, you're going to have to make an adjustment.
Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
You want to talk about throwing a fastball in a guy's kitchen? He came in, sat down, had a cup of coffee with him. You aren't going to tie a guy up any better than that.
Jose Reyes will dig in now, knowing he'll need to turn it on here down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that batting title.
Well, he's second in the league in hitting right now, so we'll see what kind of finish he can put on.
Out in front of it, strike 1. The 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
And this has been a pretty good comeback from that leadoff home run. 2 straight outs now and 2 strikes here as well.
That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. One and two, here it comes. Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. Rockies strike for 1 on the homer by Arenado. On to the bottom of inning number 2. It's now 1-0 Colorado. Brandon Belt will stand in for the first time now. 24 home runs to his credit so far this year. First pitch of the at-bat. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Yeah, the best way to neutralize this guy's power, just keep putting pitches right there.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
And on 0-2, I'd be shocked to see another fastball in the strike zone.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. ground ball sent back up the middle. LeMahieu's got it, and he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting fifth, third
So
baseman.
with 1 away now, let's quickly give you a look at the standings in the National League West entering play today as you see where these two teams sit in relation to one another. Matt Duffy will stand in now, and this matchup would appear to be in his favor. As you can see, he's torched left-handed pitching so far this year. First pitch on its way. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike 1. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Takes something off, but it's 1-2 now.
Tough pitch to lay off there with 2 strikes. I'm not sure if that was a good take or whether he just got fooled on a changeup and couldn't pull the trigger.
Liner toward right center, and he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
And you start to get to the point in the year where you say, look, this guy's pitched a lot of innings so far this year. I wouldn't be surprised to see these guys back off his workload a bit here in this final month.
Brandon Crawford will get his first opportunity now. 14 home runs to his credit so far this year. First delivery to him on the way. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. Lifted the other way out to left center. Calling for it, Blackman. And the inning is over. Giants are down 1-2-3. They trail this one 1-0. Nick Hundley will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Well, he hasn't played very well all season, and if you look at his last 10 games, he's only had 4 hits in those 10, so what's he doing to help?
And it's grounded foul. Cueto gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. On the move is Span. But he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And he will make it into second with a 2-base hit here to begin the 3rd.
An ideal start to the inning here out of the number 8 spot. He's into second on the double. Now you've got your pitcher due next, so you can either put the bunt on, or they could even think about showing bunt, draw the corners in, and then letting him swing away.
Tyler Matzik comes forward, and we'll see how they play it here. The sacrifice may be in order with nobody out.
Well, in my opinion, if it's anybody else in the order, let him swing. But you're talking about a pitcher. Make sure he gets the ball down, move the guy to third base, and go to work.
Lifted the other way to left center. And he will get there to make the running catch as that ball hung up just a little bit too long. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away.
So a double and a fly ball move a man to third now with 1 away. Now if they could just get another fly ball, it would likely net him a run.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in, looking to make this a 2-0 game if he can perhaps get a ball airborne.
Yeah, you've got to put the ball in play right here. A ground ball would probably work as well, as long as you don't hit it too hard right at a corner guy.
And here's a fastball called for strike one. Any thought to bringing the infield in here with one away?
Still a little early in my book. A run you can live with. What you don't want to do is let this snowball into a big inning.
And he lays off for ball one. A man at third with one away. Line to the right side. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Yeah, a great start for him so far. They go up 2-0 on a base hit here, and they're doing it off one of the best pitchers in the game.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, as he'll take a look at ball one. Runners on first with one down. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. 1-2 now as this catches the outer half. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. On the ground to second base. This could be two. And they'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all.
Up next for Colorado, right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez.
So it's a runner at first with two gone. And standing in, the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez. Here's the first pitch to him. High and deep to straightaway right. Back goes Pence to the track. But he can't get to this one. It's off the wall. And they've got him hung up out there between second and third. But he gets back in time, safe at second base.
Oh, my goodness. This guy is really starting to heat up now. That's 8 straight games with a base hit. He's been fun to watch.
Nolan Arenado stands in with 2 on and 2 out here in the third.
And, you know, some guys just get better with runners in scoring position and 2 outs. This is a big at-bat for him right here, even though it's still early.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this will be foul. Oh, got him to swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And this is what he needs out there right now. He has to find some confidence in those secondary pitches, and that's a good change up there.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. And he got him. Minimizing the damage at just a run. The inning is over. Rockies forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Rockies 2 and the Giants 0. Jarrett Parker will stand in now. He drove in the other of their 2 runs last night.
Well, Matt, he just continues this string of his last 10 games where he's hitting over 300. He has those really, really nice games mixed in there.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball 1. On the ground to the right side. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Batting 8th, center fielder, Denard Span.
Denard Span will stand in. He comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. And he chased it in the dirt. Hundley finds it. So good awareness that time, as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop third strike. Johnny Cueto comes to the plate, possibly receiving a bunt sign in order to stay out of the double play.
Yeah, and everybody's got a different opinion on this situation. But in reality, it really comes down to how the pitcher is with the bat in his hands and what he can do.
Showing bunt here, but he takes ball 1.
And you know, I've always thought if you're pretty sure a guy might be trying to bunt, then put that first pitch out of the strike zone. Make him show you his intentions. Maybe you get him to offer it something that he shouldn't.
The 1-0 pitch. And he pulls back the bunt attempt. 2-0. Not the right time to lose the strike zone here.
Definitely not when you've got a guy giving himself up.
Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And no take on 2-0. He's still squaring, and he gets it down. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to take the outs when they're giving them to you. Here he tries to force this one into second base, and you knew right when he threw it that this didn't look very promising. And now they wind up getting nobody out.
Here's Joe Panic, as he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More from AT&T Park right after this. Ben Paulson is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And they jumped out to that early lead, so now it's all about just adding on.
Cueto's ready. Here's the first pitch. Down the first baseline. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And both of these guys working in pretty much the same realm. Just a 1 mile an hour differential from 94 down to 93 is the top speeds. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Hence, ranging back, and just short of a home run, this ball's off the wall.
You know, I wasn't quite sure where this ball was going to come down. You can see he just drives this one up into the night sky. During the daytime, maybe it's out of here, but at night, this one's going to bounce off the base of the wall, and he's able to cruise into second with a well-hit double.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Reyes. And a bouncing ball, foul. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
And even though he's given up his share of hits so far, he still hasn't walked anybody, so at least he's got that going for him.
Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Hit hard up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. Now a long throw home. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily. And the screen shows the story right there, as that hitting streak will live to see another day.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is really amazing, and everybody's looking at this now. It gets harder and harder to do when people are paying attention.
Stepping in now, Nick Hundley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
Here's a 1-0 cutter that's low, 2-0. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, Matt, the pitcher may have thought the runner might be on the move right there, so he slide steps to hang on to him.
Three and 0 now.
Is he worrying too much about that guy on first?
I think he might be. You guys worry so much about the stolen base, but they don't realize that a walk is 10 times worse.
Hot shot toward third, but gloved by the third baseman for the out.
And remember now, you've got a guy on first base that loves to run. And if he's on the move right there, this is going to be a double play. So luckily for them, he wasn't breaking that time. So in that respect, they might have caught a break.
Standing in now, Tyler Matzik. Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Couple of hits lead to one in the inning for Colorado. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. The Rockies are out in front, 3-0. Hunter Pence, who started out here for San Francisco, with Buster Posey to follow on deck.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
First pitch coming, here it is. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And this is cut on and missed by Pence as he set down on strikes for the first out. Our next telecast, well, these two teams turn it around and get right back at it tomorrow afternoon. You see the scheduled pitching matchup there. We'll have it for you in HD on the show. Buster Posey is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometimes.
In there, no balls and a strike.
Anytime you can throw a first pitch strike to about 60% of the batters you've faced or better than that, then you should get pretty good results. And we're in the middle innings in this game, so that's pretty good.
And it's quickly 0-2. No runs, just one hit, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Sliders, strike three called, and that's a pitcher's pitch right there. Two gone.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Swinging a high pop-up straight back, though it looks as though he'll have room back there. And he'll get under it to put it away in foul territory, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 4 full. Rockies lead this one 3-0. DJ LeMahieu heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. There's his total now, just into his 5th inning of work. Nothing too out of the ordinary there.
The pitch count's the least of his worries. If his guys don't get him any runs, I don't think it'll matter all that much.
High in the air out to center field. And this is handled out there by Span for the first out.
Well, he gets you out there, but he's not missing many bats right now. And guys are really putting together some good swings against him so far.
Charlie Blackmon steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Cueto into his motion. First pitch on the way. Drilled to first. And Belt will just take this one over himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 5. Carlos.
We'll take a look here at his pitch count, and you can see, at least early on, he's been around the plate quite a bit. 36 strikes so far. Now, that's a sign that his location is where it needs to be.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And standing in, the right fielder, Carlos Gonzalez. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Running hard. He's digging for second. And he's in there safely. He's got a double. So some life with 2 away as he's into second with the opposite field double. And as you can see right there, he's up to 45 now on the year.
Yeah, he's really contributed to the team this year. Here he is on second again with a chance to score on just a single.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Span is over. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Matt Duffy will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
chopped weakly to the left. Arenado is right there. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The shortstop,
A little bit over halfway home tonight, bottom of the fifth, as we get a look at our line score to this point. And boy, just one hit for these guys, and they have not swung the bats well. That's putting it mildly. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. LeMahieu's got it. And boy, just about overshot his man at first, but he's able to keep a foot on the bag over there, and that's out number 2.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
At the plate, Jarrett Parker. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He sure does. Make it 14 in a row set down now. Carving him up as the side is retired. Giants down in order. They trail it here 3-0. Ben Paulson will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. Driven to right field and deep. Hence going back, but he has no chance to make the play. It's off the wall. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Well, that's the thing about this right field wall here in San Francisco. Some places this is almost an automatic double, but not here. And a good throw, it's going to wind up nailing him at second base.
In is Gerardo Parra. As he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
And I wish more guys would pitch like this. I mean, look at that pitch count right there. That is really low for this stage of the game, and it's because he's throwing strikes and challenging guys.
Nope. Ball 1. Not the first time he's felt the squeeze tonight.
Yeah, he's looking and saying, what do I got to do to get a strike?
3 runs, 10 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Sent on the ground out to second. Panic is there, and the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
Shortstop number 7, Jose Reyes.
Jose Reyes will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time, and then a base hit last time around. Hard hit to first. Fielded cleanly by Belt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. It'll be Denard Span to lead us off when we return. It's the Rockies 3 and the Giants nothing. Denard Span will come in now to start things out here in their half of the 6th as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
And a ball 1-0. And Span will watch another one miss. It's 2-0 now.
And at least he's taken a few pitches here. That's more than the rest of these guys can say.
A strike, and it's 2-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he's set down, 1 away.
Yeah, doesn't look like much has changed here to start this inning either. That's 8 in a row now he's set down.
Adrian Beltre will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher. Good changeup there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
That evens it up 1-1.
You know, on May 15th, 2015, Adrian Beltre became the 52nd player in MLB history to hit 400 home runs. He's in some pretty remarkable company.
Heading out towards shallow right. And this is going to find some real estate out there as he comes through off the bench with extra bases. Around second, he'll try for third. And he will make it into third with a 1-out triple.
The second baseman,
I thought speed was one of the first things to go once you got into your late 30s. I tell you, though, it looked like he was getting around the bases pretty good that time. And he makes it all the way around to third to get himself a triple.
Here's Joe Panic as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Matzik comes set. Here he comes 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control 0-2.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. 1 out and a runner on third. Flipped out the other way towards short. And a base hit, and that'll get the run in from third.
Well, the offense for these guys has kind of been like you, Steve, all year long. Been on vacation. They didn't get much going yesterday at all. They've been shut down pretty well in this one, too. But finally, a little hope as they're on the board here with the RBI single.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Hunter Pence stands in for the third time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Gloved by LeMahieu. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. 2 hits for the Giants lead to a run in the inning. We're through 6 full. It's the Rockies 3 and the Giants 1. Back here in San Francisco, Rockies out on top in this one as we head to the 7th. But before we get started, let's get a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of baseball. Vin Mazzaro is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Vin Mazzaro.
Nick Hundley digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at him with hard stuff.
Line toward the gap in left center. And there's a base hit, so maybe some insurance here to lead off the 7th.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Tyler Matzik We'll try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far.
Well, guys, if you split the difference between the fly ball and the grounder he's put in play, you've got a nice line drive. So maybe we'll witness that right here.
Gregor Blanco will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Gregor Blanco.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. Pulled toward right center field. Span on the run. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down.
Oh, this is just a very tough play here in the outfield. A lot of times you're going to see the ground jar the ball loose, but he looks this one in all the way, lays out, and winds up hanging on to the ball.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Here it comes, 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
A couple of tight pitches here to start this at bat. You can't really say you're getting squeezed, but he's not really getting any help either.
We're in the 7th inning with a good finish brewing. 3-1 our score. Late swing on the hitter's count. Still a good count for him now, however, at 2-1. And the pitch on 2-1. Liner towards second, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Yeah, and he's got 2 hits already, and this probably should have been his third, but he hits it right to his man, and that's going to keep him off base.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now. Hammers it to deep right field. Hence, racing back, and that ball is over the wall out toward the cove. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 22 on the year as they stretch the lead to 5-1.
Well, it's just a little and not a terrible location, really. But if you're sitting on that pitch in that spot, you could certainly do some damage, and he absolutely did some right there. That's a 2-run homer.
Carlos Gonzalez will stand in, and I've got to think these add-on runs here will really make it difficult to come back from.
And that's how they've done it all game long. They haven't really had a big inning yet, just a lot of 1s and 2s, but those will add up.
Grounded up the first baseline. Belt has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Rockies push across 2, both coming on this 2-run home run. Get up and stretch. Home half of the 7th coming up. It's the Rockies 5 and the Giants 1. David Hale will get the ball now as he'll take over on the mound to start the home 7th.
David Hale.
Leading off the inning, Buster Posey, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game. So just chip away, chip away.
Low for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
2 times here they've gone away, both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Oh, and now Posey gets around on one and drives it out to deep left field. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Full count. Here it comes. And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
When you're down by a handful of runs, a leadoff walk is a definite blessing. If nothing else, it's a good first step towards trying to get back in this ball game.
Brandon Belt will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
First offering on its way. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Tried to shoot the corner and he missed it. 2-2. 7th inning here in a 5-1 ball game. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
And these Giant fans are going to be crying in their garlic fries after this one. I mean, this has been a total team breakdown so far. That offense, it's been non-existent.
Matt Duffy will step in. He's lined out and grounded out in 2 trips.
He seems to be seeing the ball okay, though, making some decent contact so far.
He's set. Here it comes. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in their knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
Wow, he just never got into the rhythm of that at-bat at all. I mean, normally you'd expect a middle-of-the-order guy to put up a little more fight than that, wouldn't you? He just got caught flat-footed on all 3 of those pitches.
Here's the shortstop, Brandon Crawford, as he swings and hits a line drive out to left. In there, a base hit.
He made it sink.
Now batting, left fielder,
Jarrett Parker gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Yeah, even with 2 on and 2 away, this is not a guy that's going to back down out there. He comes right after him with a fastball, and he gets ahead.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
You're running out of chances here. It's the 7th inning. You can't let this rally go to waste.
2 down, runners at first and second. And a classic 0-2 pitch as the changeup misses low, and it's 1-2 now. Where are you going here?
I'm throwing that same pitch again. Make him prove that his plate discipline is such that he can lay off it twice in a row.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. No offer that time, and it's back to 2-2 on the Giants right fielder.
And the hope was that he would have chased one of those pitches, but now on 2-2, I don't think you fool around anymore.
2 men are on with 2 men out. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Giants leave a couple. They're down 5-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Josh Osich will be summoned from the bullpen now, as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
now pitching and batting in the 7th spot, number 61, Josh Osich. Now playing left field and batting in the 9th spot,
Nolan Arenado will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning, as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. So he goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. And some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start in that bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Into the box, Ben Paulson. A bare hand for 1. On to Belt, and they turn to a double play.
Well, this ball is hit sharply, but you'll see the pitch is working its way down in the strike zone, and that's very tough to elevate. It's going to wind up being an easy double play ball.
In is Gerardo Parra, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
High pop-up. Belt is there for it. And that retires the side. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Rockies 5 and the Giants 1. Leading off the inning, Denard Span, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Chop foul over towards the dugout. Oh, and 1, here it comes. Man, a fastball just misses. It's 1-1. Right there at the belt, 1-2 now.
Well, nothing fancy. 3 fastballs so far in this at-bat. He could go just about anywhere from here.
Oh, and they pulled a string on a good changeup there as he swings and misses, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight. Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our 2 starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown 9 have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. Eric Young Jr. will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner.
Well, a lot of switch hitters like to use the whole field, and this guy's no different. He just sprays this thing the other way, and he's got himself a 1-out single.
Here's Joe Panic, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. (5-1) our score as we play the 8th. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Hot shot to third. Gloved by Arenado. 1 there. On to first. It's a double play as their woes continue. The inning is over. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Santiago Casilla will come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Jose Reyes will be the first one to greet him here as he'll be forced to turn around and hit from the left side now.
Jose Reyes.
A shot down the first baseline. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
You could see him just basically jumping at that first pitch. He pulls it into right field for a solid base hit.
Into the box now, Nick Hundley. As this is popped foul behind the plate, it's strike 1. Casilla pauses. 0-1 pitch on its way. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Scorched to third. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
And the rich keep getting richer. 2 straight hits to start the inning, and now they can really look to salt this one away.
David Hale, the pitcher, digs into the box. So in a definite sacrifice situation here with 2 on and nobody out.
Yeah, definitely the traditional train of thought.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Swing and a miss, 1-1. How about that call?
I don't understand. You got 2 on, nobody out. He has to be bunting here.
One and two.
Yep, 1 and 2.
Swinging a soft liner, but this is hauled in by the second baseman.
Now batting, second.
Yeah, that's a pitcher up there, all right. Sounded like he hit that ball with a rolled-up Sunday newspaper.
Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu, as he gets under the first pitch and sends a fly ball out to left center. And a terrific effort out there as he's able to chase that a long way for the second out.
Yeah, that's just a good pitch right there. That's a 2-seam fastball working its way back inside, and he's probably fortunate he didn't break his bat. He winds up getting this one right down there on the label, and he's retired.
Charlie Blackmon will stand in again, and we'll take you back to the 7th inning. This was a 2-run home run, and it was one of the key blows in the ball game thus far. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Panic's got it. On to first, and the Rockies fail to cash in as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 men left stranded. 2, 3, and 4 set to kick off the bottom of the 9th. It's the Rockies 5 and the Giants 1. Striding in to start the 9th, Hunter Pence, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Right fielder, Hunter Pence.
Drilled on the ground to short. Reyes over to his left. Throw by Reyes is right there for the first down.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or 2. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Buster Posey will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
And the pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Oh, 1 pitch on its way. Oh, and you talk about a pitcher getting the benefit of the doubt. That's low, but called to strike anyway. Nothing in 2 now.
Right back, same pitch, also knee high. He wasn't buying that one either. He's going to have to do something now. He's down 2 strikes.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. The 0-2 home. Bounce to first. And he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 9, Brandon Belt.
Brandon Belt makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will be in time to get him. And the Royals have taken the first 2 games of this series on the road, as this one is over.
And this save will wind up being the 3-inning variety, and that's got to be okay with him as he gets the final 9 outs to finish off this victory.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Rockies come out on top 5-1. Good night from San Francisco.